These two are some of my very rarest treasures. The one is a seashell, but I used to tell my sons when they were young that it was a baby unicorn's horn that I had sawed off and captured, and that the baby unicorn would surely grow another. Or my older boy, that I had murdered the unicorn and stolen its horn viciously just to make him laugh. This is pyrite, fool's gold, from Georgia, where on my grandfather's land in Georgia, which now is 55 acres. I don't know how much it was to start with, but however much it was to start with, he has. Because God says he has now flown away LJ, Georgia entire for us all to enjoy, because it is a beautiful place, and I loved it. And I am to show you my Chinese lanterns that he sent when I like Chinese lanterns. These, I was sent 3 of them. They're worth about $50 each on Earth, being very large. He sent me 3 of them. This for what, $12, along with a quilt from the 1930s, which I can show you on another day. That's gorgeous, as well as other items. These two, wasn't there only one, my love? Which he has just put one. We're both bought at a rummage sale for free. This is a chandelier he sent for $25. And I make it where you can understand how much all these things are. When looked up, it was worth about $2,500 or something. This is a cuckoo clock, which was given to my sister before her wedding, but she knew I loved cuckoo clocks, so she gave it to me. And these are certain poems I wrote, and something that God asked me to hang today, which is that my castle's tall poem. These are photos. My grandmother Anne gave me that one and said it looks so much like you with your boys. That's Ford when he was a baby, King Ford the Fourth. Though there were no other King Fords, he's just Clifford Edward Snell the Fourth, so he's King Ford the Fourth, 44. This is a photo taken in Chicago of Earth, in which I scaled a tall statue to stand by my lion and have a photo taken, while those taking the photo had to be in a busy road full of death to take the picture, yet they did, knowing how much I loved it. And this was my first husband, who later claimed he never loved me, yet he did. This is my family. Soon before my Cliff was murdered, but after, who was not murdered until Winterborn was born. This is King Harbor, Silas King Harbor, wearing a plastic thing on his head as a hat. There is King Winterborn on his first birthday. Here is King Sebastian, before a year old, smirking already, which will make many of you laugh knowing who he is. This is my dog Puppet, who I'm assured is here. Who's beautiful. This is my first husband, Edward, holding King Sebastian Ray after his birth. Delighted. And here is King Sebastian Ray and my grandmother, both. Here's myself as an infant. Here is another rose that the king sent me while on another world. A string art piece I made, which I can show you how to do. This is something made by King Harbor, who loves me dearly and needs to be with me. It's a little frog or bear that says, "Happy Mother's Day, I love you." This is one that King Sebastian Ray made me while a child. This is something that Ford colored in an advanced coloring book with count by numbers. This original painting and drawing I bought for $5. He said he would sell it to me for $3, but I bought it for $5 because he suddenly appeared and offered to sell it to me and seemed poorer, so This is Winterborn and I's fine art. When he was much younger, his art is probably much finer now. But I was showing him how to draw stick bears and so on. And this is King Sebastian Ray's baptism. In the name of Christ and the Holy Spirit. And that is all. I'm going to let my Coraline back inside. Oh, the king says, this is Winterborn's work. While how old? 5 years old. To show you his skill already. And he has been taught to call himself Wen because they feared the power of his name. So I asked him to remove Wen from his name, though he enjoys it because they forced him to enjoy it by sorcery. And use his full name, which is mighty and powerful, which is King Winterborn. His full name being on earth, Winterborn Henry with an I, Snow. And that is all.